Welcome everybody to the Megaverse of Preston's monthly review, December 2025, the last day of the year and last day of the month, and only hours away from the new year 2026 coming into our lives. And I believe Australia is already undergoing firework displays welcoming the new year, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I know it's a little late. I was going to do a little Christmas video, but I thought I would just leave it to the end of the year to wish hope to everyone that you've had an amazing holiday period at Christmas, celebrating with your families. The children that you have got all the presents they want, and you've probably consumed more alcohol than you have for the rest of the year, or through this year in general in total. But in any case, you've had a good time, you spent time with family, and that you're looking forward to the new year that's coming. So, happy Christmas and happy New Year to you all, and I will always look forward to seeing you guys in 2026. Now, today we're going to do a monthly review, and we're going to do a quick yearly overview. I don't want to keep too much of your time. I know everyone's quite busy people, but I just want to go over and reflect on a few things that have happened this year. I won't be going into too much detail. I just want a quick broadly overview to give you guys a little bit of insight of what I've learned and things that I've achieved and things I will be aiming to do next year. So let's get started. So let's start from the beginning of my list here. So again, wishing everyone a happy Christmas and happy New Year. One of the presents I got this year from my dad is actually really cool. It's this. It's the Beast flask. It's actually called Green's Steel Beast. So it is an absolutely monumentally sized flask, thermal flask, should I add there. I'm a big tea fan. I love enjoying cups of tea while I'm playing video games and making content, and this thing will literally last me a good 6 hours of full of tea that I can sip through throughout the day, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm used to a big mug of tea, which you've seen me drink in previous monthly reviews, but this thing just absolutely fantastic. Excellent choice. So thank you, Dad, for that. I appreciate that. And as you can see, I'm wearing my furs, being it's cold outside, and I do enjoy the cold, and my room is pretty cold. Obviously the house is warm elsewhere, so I've got a door blocker, so if you can see it, blocking the cold air from escaping, and my room is pretty cold. To be honest with you, when I'm playing video games, the PC does make it rather warm in here. Not warm enough not to enjoy wearing my jackets, etc. But yeah, it's quite chilly in here. It's about minus, I think it's about 2-3 degrees outside, and it was minus degrees earlier, so I'm looking forward to those temperatures dropping. But yeah, I got this flask as a Christmas present, so thank you for that. That's really good. I'm going to make the most of that, and I'm hoping you guys got what you wanted for Christmas as well. Cold weather, yeah, I love cold weather. I'm hoping it's going to be really cold in the next few months. Most people enjoy the warmer periods, and that's absolutely fair enough, but for me, I like the colder periods more. If I win the lottery, I've always said that I'll probably move to Poland or Russia, where the cold is a little bit more snappier than it is here in the UK. And also food. I've probably eaten more food, unhealthy food, than I have in the last few weeks than I probably have the rest of the year. I do go to the gym. I like to keep fit and healthy, but I can't deny I have had an abundance of probably very bad food. One of the examples I will give you is I've got, it's actually a cake. It's actually a tin of cake that is actually full of biscuits, and my dad put in there for me to eat, and I've been ploughing through those. I've got eclairs here, down there I've got packs of hula hoops, and amongst other probably not too healthier products to eat, but it is Christmas and I'm making the most of it while I can before I head back to work, and have to be more sensible in what I eat. So I'm enjoying it while I can, and I hope you guys are too. So get yourselves in the gym, start losing that Christmas weight, because no more excuses to stuff food really, is there, apart from Christmas. I think we can all get away with it at this period of time, so making the most of it is not a bad thing. Okay, so let's get on to the next area. We've got the poll results. So I asked a question at the beginning of this month about these particular things, the monthly reviews that I do every time, and I actually got some good positive feedback overall. 85% of you guys actually said, well, first of all, I will read the statement. I put, "Hello everyone, and I hope you are all enjoying the build up for Christmas. Today's poll is about my monthly reviews, your thoughts and opinions about them moving into the new year. There is a little more I've added on there, but essentially I was asking for the consensus of you guys whether or not you enjoy these monthly reviews, find them useful, etc., or you don't. And 85% said that I find the monthly reviews useful and enjoyable to watch, to keep them, because I was considering stop doing them next year onwards. I was going to think about maybe doing these sort of things sporadically throughout the year, maybe pop up a video and every now and then just update people rather than keep it on a monthly basis. But I thought to myself, well, I'll ask the people and see what they want, and most of you guys, 85%, actually said you wish to keep them. And the second choice was I find the monthly reviews not useful or enjoyable to watch, so remove them. And I respect that 15% chose that option. No feedback is bad feedback, even if it's negative. Even if somebody says gives you a downvote, or somebody says it's bad. I think I've mentioned this before. It's still attention to your channel. It's still some sort of feedback. So all I'd ever say is that if you don't be afraid, if you guys have any negative feedback or even positive feedback, that if you have an opinion and you want to share it on each of the videos, and please leave a comment. Please say something about what you see, what you like and dislike, because I can't make things better unless I obviously get some feedback. And if you don't want to show your name or your face, etc., whilst doing so, then send me an email. The channel has its own email. Send an email with a bit of feedback, and let me know what you think and what maybe can be done to improve things, and I'll have a look and see what I can do. At the end of the day, I enjoy what I do. I like what my channel has become, and if I can make it better for everybody to enjoy, then why not? So yeah, it's a good result. 85% actually sort of decided they wanted me to keep them, so therefore what I'll do is I will keep the channels going and see what happens next year and see if the opinion changes. So we'll see, but let's keep going. Okay, so again, it's a bit of a blend between the monthly review and the yearly review, so it's not specific about this month. We'll just keep it things in general. I mentioned, I believe in the last monthly review, if not the one before, that unfortunately I've had a few old friends I've known for a few years depart in their ways and gone on their own journey, and as I've gone on my own journey, these things do happen. I remember mentioning to you guys, don't let it get to you, don't let it hold you back, just carry on. You're still alive, you're still healthy, you've still got what you've got. You have lost something, but you're still you, so just carry on. But I have made some fantastic new friends, predominantly on Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Now, I love this game. This is a game you can easily fall back into very quickly. There's no major plans setting up, etc. You just go back in and off you go. You can have some carnage. And I have been spending a little bit of my time, quite a bit of my time, playing this game, as it's just really enjoyable. And then you can relax. It has its stressful moments like any games, but in general, it's one of the games you can play with friends very quickly and you can just roll with it. Easy peasy. And I've met some great people, and their names are Gabriel, Stefan and Jensk are three of the people that I've met that I've really started becoming attached to and really got on well with, and we all have a good laugh together. And we've only known each other for the last few months, but we do have a great laugh together, and we've been doing some of the harder missions together in Darktide. And what you'll notice is that if you watch the Darktide videos, the mega episodes, they're what's called Havoc missions, and Havoc missions are predominantly very, very, very more difficult than these simple Maelstrom missions. Now, if you don't really know what I'm on about by these Maelstroms and Havocs, etc., they basically, you get the different grades of difficulty as you go up in the game, and Havocs is the hardest of the hardest, especially 30 or up, 35 and above, maximum 40. A couple of the guys were doing with me level 40 yesterday, and it was just carnage. We just got absolutely obliterated very, very quickly. I love it. I think it's great war chaos going on, but literally chaos. But these guys I play with, we've got to 40. These guys I've played with before, really, really good guys, and they'll be, well, hopefully, they'll be joining me in something I'm going to mention in a few minutes. But yes, I've made some great new friends amongst more others as well, and I've lost some friends as well. So it is what it is. We just move on. And I mentioned before chilling in Darktide, so I have been on holiday. I've been on holiday for a little while, and I was determined to do some actual work, get some progress with other videos coming up in the channel, but I do work hard in real life, and I decided to take a break. I thought to myself, well, I have enough content made to see me over for the next few weeks, and I decided that what really needs to happen for me is to really step away for a week or two and just play video games. And I can record episodes while I'm doing that. There's a couple of games that I did record with me and the lads playing, but not stress out too much about organisation and plans, etc. Just literally chill and play video games, which is what I've been doing over the Christmas period, and mainly it's been Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, and I've played some other games a little bit here and there, but this is the main game that I've been playing. And if you notice some of the recent videos that have come out, yes, I have done some recordings sporadically throughout the last couple of weeks that the games were overdue. They were overdue to be done, so I have done them. But mainly I've just been playing Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, and I'm going to be playing that over the next little while as well. But yeah, so just taking a break. I think it's important for your health, mental health, is to take a break. Don't let a channel overwhelm you. You know, if you have a schedule, you have a plan that you put in place, then that's fine. That's okay. You know, everyone, the structure's good, but you're entitled to a break. You're entitled to a holiday. You know, when I finally get my motorbike thing sorted, and next year, for an example, I decide to go. Let's say I go to Germany, for example. Whether I do or not is another question, but let's just example say I do. You know, and I think I'm gonna go for a week. You know, I'm gonna go for a week. I'm not gonna be online editing or doing stuff for a week. I'll be hand recording using my phone, or if I actually invest in a GoPro or something a little bit more technically better than my phone to record with, then I'm not gonna be at home editing. So it doesn't matter. If I have a video already in planning in place, that's great. But if I don't, then so what? It doesn't matter. So don't worry about too much. So take a break, look after yourself. That's the main thing. But my dog, so just quickly about my dog. Now, as you well know, throughout the history of the last few months and that, I've had some episodes related to my dog. Obviously, I will, throughout this, I'll be posting little video clips here and there of the previous of the episodes, just to give him reminders, and those who haven't seen them yet, you know, they can go check them out if they want to and know what to look for. But in the previous monthly reviews I've had, my dog was very sick. We nearly lost her. We nearly lost her with the autoimmune disease. Luckily, she's still with us today, and at this moment in time, she's actually doing pretty well. Not 100%. I mean, she is an old dog now. She is a pretty old dog, but she is doing rather well at the moment. She's definitely recovered, mostly from the incident. Whether I think autoimmune disease is permanent, I think she'll be on drugs for the rest of her life. But medication, should I say, for the rest of her life. But yeah, she's doing okay, and I'm very humble and blessed to have her still within my life. So yeah, dogs are dogs for life, not just for Christmas. There's probably an appropriate time to say it. So if you have a dog, take good care of them, because remember, they're in for a part of your life, but you are part of all of their life. So you are all their life. You're there for all their life. So it's really, really important. Motorbike. So yes, it'd probably be embarrassing to say, but I did the mod one twice, and unfortunately I failed it twice on the same thing on both occasions, on the U-turn. And ironically, on the second attempt, which I did a couple of weeks ago, I had actually a clean run. I promise you, I got the email saying, with the results saying that I had no minor faults, and that the U-turn was the only major fault by putting my foot down that I'd done. I've seen other people do it, and they make it look really easy. It's all up here in my head. It's all me. There's nothing wrong with the bike. There's nothing wrong with the course. I mean, it was wet, etc., but really, it doesn't make much of a difference. It's me. But the good news is I got 2 great attempts at the Mod 2 practice, and I had 2 different instructors. And the last one I went with was a ex-police motorbike rider. So he's obviously professionally trained on a motorbike, as well as sort of civilian trained like us. And he said, you can ride a bike. He said, you can ride. The way your engine braking, the way you position, the way you do all your sorts of stuff on the road is bang on. He said, you'll have no problem with the Mod 2. He said, just Mod 1, it's just that U-turn. It's just that U-turn you need to get right. So I'm not going to be giving up. I will be continuing to practice that, and I will be continuing to pass that. So I'm determined that I'm going to pass all this. So stay tuned. I shall give you updates as and when, and obviously when I get my bike, I shall be showing it to you guys. So yeah, it's I'm disappointed in myself, but it is what it is. You know, some things are easier for some others. Some things are easier for others and more difficult for others as well. So you know, some people learning to ride a bicycle probably very difficult, than someone can pick it up and bang, they can do it naturally. It's just one of those things. I just seem to be struggling on this U-turn a little more than what probably most are, but I'll get there. So stepping into 2026. So what's the plans? What do I have now? I know the last little while I've been mentioning that I've got a lot of things I need to keep up with, like my conspiracy videos, history videos, even my clips and cuts have all taken a back seat at the moment. At the time, I've had a lot going on in my personal life that I've mentioned a couple of times before, the dog being one of them. Family members as well, family health has also been something that has distracted me quite heavily, and obviously my work commitments as well, as it all changed, where the shifts that I work are very much different and doesn't allow me to have the free time that I so desire to spend a long time doing a particular video to make it as best as I can. Because remember, obviously I'm on my own, I don't have a team, this is all by myself, this is in my room, you know, I do all the editing myself, which I enjoy doing, but it takes time. And even though I've been on holiday for the last little while, as I previously mentioned, I wanted to take a break. I wanted just to chill and just play. You know, I just wanted to relax. And it's one of those situations I've been in where I've wanted to do these sort of things, but having the time to do them and spend that time to do them, but working long hours at work as well has just not encouraged me to do them. But saying that, one of my little New Year's resolutions for YouTube is to step my game up a little bit and start producing not just gaming related videos. I mean, I use little explainer videos that I do. I've been doing those explainer videos. They're not very long, they're about 10 minutes I suppose on average for all of them, and I think they're quite okay. They still seem to get a little bit of attention, but to try and, you know, I won't say educate people like I know better, but just try and spread a bit of knowledge and try and, you know, enlighten people a little bit. But one of the things I want to look at is the conspiracy videos, and it's the history videos. The history videos, I think the next one, I'm doing a history video as we speak actually, and that's actually something I'm more focused on at the moment. That will be coming out, I'm hoping, within the next month. So next month. So January, I'm hoping that video will be released then. So that'll be something. And there's a conspiracy video. I know I've got to be a bit careful with the conspiracy videos for obvious reasons, but I am actually got one templated out. So I've had to redo a few things, but you know, it's a long story that we don't want to share here. But in any case, I do want to step up my game on other stuff. So clips and cuts as well. But films, put some more films up. I want to start focusing on other stuff as well as just video games. So that is something that I want to bear in mind. Okay, so one of the things I want to say is that coincides slightly is, as you can see, lighting. Now, remember last episode I mentioned about lighting, and that when I did my reaction video, sadly the lighting on particular situations was pretty poor. That's my fault, that was pretty bad. I've actually invested in a light. Now, I did have the name of this light somewhere. I might have to go on my phone and have a quick look, but it's one of those little circle lights that you have that illuminates, and I've just clipped it onto my old other microphone arm, and literally is pointing at me, and as you can see me clearly, along with the screen light as well, so it actually illuminates properly, and it's thanks to this channel called Vincent. I'm going to put his channel's banner down below, and he's included in something else as well, but I want you guys to check him out. He recommended this light, and what I'll do is I'll put a picture of the light somewhere on the screen just to show you exactly what I purchased, and it was dead cheap. I think it was about £15. It was dead cheap off Amazon, and it works brilliantly. So how long it lasts for is a different matter, but at this moment in time it seems to do the job quite well. I'll probably need to bring it a bit closer, to be fair, but yeah, we'll see. I've said to you guys a little while ago about setting up a podcast, and I've managed to start making an effort to pull things together. So I've done the documentation side of it. I've actually pulled together, I've written it all out. I need to PDF export it, start making some signable features of it to hand it out to some guests, etc. I have got guests lined up as well, and this man down below, Vincent, is going to be guest co-host, considering that he was the one I originally put towards and decided together that we should start our first episode about mental health. Mental health was something that I thought was quite important. I'm going to release a bit more information now because it's actually going to happen. So I have got a few people who have already signed up for guests to be on board. I'd love to do it in the studio. I really, really would. I'd love to do it in the studio, but unfortunately I don't have the luxury, and these people are all across the world. Vincent's in Canada, I've got another chap who's from England and Turkey, another guy's in Germany, so I'm obviously in the UK, so we're all spread out throughout the world. So we're going to use them Discord. Now, obviously, I'm going to make this the best quality I can. I'm going to keep it as flowing as I can. I've watched enough podcasts to have a good idea of what to look for, and I've watched a lot of guides, and I've read a lot of information about podcasts. And I've decided also to call my podcast the Megaverse of Preston's Ground Level Podcast. Okay, ground level. Why have I called it ground level? Well, for a start, the main reasons is I want to keep it at ground level, where it's a broad conversation about a particular topic from multiple different people that are like me, like you guys. You know, we all have, the majority of us have, you know, working people. We have jobs, we have families, we have children. You know, we are the ground level people where we see the world affecting us directly. There are certain groups of people higher up in the chain that don't really see the world as we do. So naming it ground level means I'll have people on that have, like, for example, mental health, have been through things that affect mental health. And one of these guys on the channel has been through a lot of experiences that affects mental health. So massive ideal candidate, and even Vincent himself will probably share a few bits and pieces about himself as well. So we've all can relate to mental health in one way, in some way or form. So the first episode is going to be about mental health. I'd say the channel title is called Reversal Precedent Ground Level Podcast. So the plan for that will be, it's going to come out in January. I'm hoping to get things done in January. It does take a lot of planning. So the paperwork documentation side's pretty much done. I have to send these out to, as I'm now saying this, I have to send these out to the people to have a review and sign. I need to arrange meetings, etc. And then hopefully I'll announce a date where we'll do it live. It's going to all be live, and it'll be recorded at the same time, where I can put it on the channel as an edited version, just to keep it a bit shorter than what maybe it will be recorded as. And I'm hoping obviously the recording will go as smoothly as possible. I'm hoping Vincent will record it as well. So we have two inputs, recordings, and if one fails or one goes down, then obviously we've got backup one. So I'm hoping things will go well, but I'm hoping you guys look forward to it. So the first episode is mental health. I would love it to get a situation, I believe, like you people can, where they can obviously log on and they can obviously be involved in the chat. So I'm hoping that'll be something that I can do. Another thing about moving on in 2026 is going live. It's something that I've been poking myself now for quite a few months by going live. And it's something I need to do. It's something I really need to start going live on YouTube, and I've determined in 2026 this is something I'm going to step up more regularly. Obviously I might need to advertise it while I'm going live a particular day, but again, with work it might be difficult, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll do my best. And I'm hoping you guys will enjoy that. I love podcast material, and hopefully each episode will be different. We may revisit a topic, so mental health is episode 1, maybe episode 10 for example. We'll come back and have maybe a new panel, or we may have the same panel might want to return, and we touch base on what we've learned and things that, you know, we've experienced differently about the situations, etc., about mental health. But basically it's a broad level. When each category, we're not going to be specifically targeting a particular aspect of mental health, like let's just say ADHD, for example. We're not going to specifically talk about ADHD. Yeah, it's the mental health in its entirety. So we can, obviously people will go into, let's say, about ADHD a bit more detail, we'll talk about it, but in general it's a ground level, it's broad. So it gives the option for people to actually venture onward if they want to. As far as really that is at the moment, everything's fine. Everything's okay. I can't complain. I'm healthy. You know, everything's fine at home. Kids are growing up, etc., and all that. So, yeah, everything's fine. I'm looking forward to the new year, and I'm hoping the channel will continue to grow. I hope you guys will continue to support me. Please become like and subscribe to the channel. There's loads of content on this channel, different talks, different things to watch. I'd appreciate you taking the time to do so, and if you're already doing it, I appreciate everything you guys do and taking the time to come and spend time with me and everybody else on the channel, and keep doing what you're doing. You know, it's another year. I think things are going to be quite different as the years go on. I think we all know, I'm not going to say too much, but there are changes happening in the world, especially Europe, that we're aware of, and I think it's important that we keep strong and we keep educated and we keep striving to be better. And I think 2026 is going to be a bit of a special year. I don't know why I've got this feeling that 2026 is going to be a year where I think things are going to happen. You know, whether it's good or bad, I couldn't tell you. But you know, keep doing what you're doing. You know, no matter what you're doing, you know, if it's good and it's just and it betters you as a person and helps other people around you, then yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right, so I won't keep you any longer. I think that's generally as much as my brain can remember apart from with my notes. And I hope everything's okay with you, and Happy New Year. Until I see you again next year, be good.